Hey everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and today in this video we are going to look at what happened to the markets, what we can expect from the markets tomorrow, and what happened to our trade. Before we move on, I would like to tell you about the Target app. So we had released a video on 31st of May where we were launching a new app which could help you execute your algo trades. So the thing is, the app is almost in the completion stage, and next week we are going to have a live demonstration of how the app works. So we are going to come live on YouTube and show you how the app works, and finally we are going to also open it to the early access. So the thing is, if you haven't registered for early access, you can use the link in the description below and register for early access, and post that sometime in first or second week of August we are going to launch it to the market. So this is the timeline what we have set for the app. Up until next Thursday we are going to take the new entry for the early access. Post that we are going to stop it, and you will be able to access the app once the final launch. Now coming back to what happened to today's market. So when we actually look at the markets, yesterday the global cues were strong, and today also Asian markets opened higher and traded positive. The same momentum was carried on to Nifty. Nifty also opened around 100 points gap up. And the thing is, believe it or not, from the time of opening up until the end, Nifty hardly moved plus or minus 50 points higher or lower. From the time of opening up until the end, it was trading in a very narrow range of 16,150 to 16,050. So neither it broke 16,150 on the higher end, nor it broke 16,050 on the lower end, and throughout the day it just traded between 100 points. So if you're an option seller, especially who had done a 16,100 short straddle, then it would have been a brilliant day, because morning 16,100 short straddle was pricing in close to around 125 points. And from there on, the 16,100 short straddle almost closed at 30 points. So that means you would have got a full 90 point decay in this particular short straddle. But the thing is, the same thing was not the case in Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty opened around 300 points higher, and it was trading somewhere around 34,600. So it was trading between 34,600 to 34,700. But there was always a positive momentum in Bank Nifty. Up until the afternoon, Bank Nifty was consolidating between this range itself, and after around 12 o'clock, we started to see some kind of a rally in Bank Nifty. From 34,600, it started to move higher towards 34,700 to 34,800, 34,900, and also ended up touching 34,950. At this point, the momentum looked so positive, so we were of a view that Bank Nifty might end up rallying. But from there on, Bank Nifty totally reversed and came back towards 34,600. So it went up 300 points, came down 300 points, and again went up 300 points. So within span of 3 hours, we saw 3 1% moves. So 1% higher, 1% lower, and again 1% higher. But the thing is, in spite of this volatility, Bank Nifty respected the support as well as the resistance. So from morning, it was holding the support of 34,500, and on the higher side, it retested 35,000 couple of times, but it couldn't cross that. Overall, it traded in the range of 34,500 to 35,000. So even though there was a lot of volatility, anybody who had done a 34,700 or a 34,800 short straddle would have made a lot of money. Yesterday also, we had suggested one idea. If Nifty is opening above 16,000 and sustaining there for a while, if Bank Nifty is opening above 34,300, then we are going to take a bullish trade. So similar to what we had suggested, we ended up taking a lot of bullish trades today, and luckily it turned out in our favor. And today also we were able to make somewhere close to around 1.3%. So somewhere close to around 6.5 lakh is our net profit. Apart from that, if you look at the individual stock movers, so banking sector was on top, so it ended up gaining close to around 1.2 or 1.3%, and most of the banking stocks did well. HDFC, Kotak, all of them did well. Along with banking stocks, we also had the metal index, which performed extremely well. The entire index itself was almost up by 4%. So you can guess that most of the stocks would have been at least up by 4%. And there was a result of Titan where the sales jumped close to around 200%. So this was a very good result, and that's the reason Titan also ended up rallying close to 6%. So 200% might look huge, but one thing what we should note is during 2021 June, due to COVID, most of the stores were closed. So Titan major revenue comes from Tanishq, and most of the Tanishq stores were closed, and that's the reason the revenues were pretty low for June 2021. Since most of the stores have opened up this year, so the sales has come back. So the thing is, it is not an exceptional growth. Just because we had a lower base, the sales report seems to be much higher. So now we are going to go towards the screen recording and also take a quick look at what trades we took today and how the trades went and what is the total P&L, and I am also going to share certain trades what we have taken for next week. So we can't really look at the open interest right now because for the next week open interest wouldn't have been built. So tomorrow we will get a fair idea of what can be the market outlook for next week. So right now, just to give you a fair idea, we are slightly bullish on the market because Nifty has broken 16,000 and Bank Nifty has also broken 34,700. That's the reason we are slightly bullish on the market and we have taken bullish positions. So I'm going to show that in the screen recording. So now we'll be quickly moving on to the screen recording. Meanwhile, if you have liked this video, do not forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Optionables. Hey everyone, welcome to the video. So the thing is, on the screen we have opened chart of Nifty, and you can see quite clearly here the range of Nifty was well less than 100 points. So here I have just marked the top, which was around 16,150, and here it is 16,060. So it was well less than 100 points. So anybody who ended up doing a short straddle would have got very good theta decay and they would have enjoyed it. So the thing is, the whole day the market momentum was bullish, especially for Bank Nifty. So when Bank Nifty was consolidating, so other finance stocks, IT stocks were performing. So when IT finance stocks slowly started to come down, Bank Nifty started to perform, which held the Nifty there throughout the day. For Bank Nifty, as we already discussed, the momentum was much more positive, as you can see here. So it opened around 34,600 and closed around 35,000. So the thing is, overall, it was a fairly good day for option sellers, especially in Nifty. So for Bank Nifty, it was quite volatile and it would have been little hard to manage. But coming to what happened to our trade, so totally we ended up with a profit of close to 6.8 lakh. And I have already told that we are maintaining a bullish stance. Right now, we are bullish on the market. I'm just going to show you a couple of positions what we have. So here you can see it looks quite messy for a reason that we have a lot of current week positions which we haven't closed. We have let it for settlement. We also have futures, we have next week position. So overall we have quite a lot of positions if we go on. But what I'm rather going to do is I'm going to put this on Sensibull and show you what positions we hold for next week expiry, because that would make more sense than trying to figure out what positions we have here. So this is the position what we are holding for tomorrow. So you can see that here we have a short straddle at 35,000. Here we have a short strangle at 34,000 PE and 36,000 CE. Plus we have a bullish ratio spread, a put ratio spread, which is a bullish trade. So these are the trades what we are holding. And you can see that the break even is going to come at 34,100 and 36,000. The thing is, tomorrow, as we move slightly higher, I am also going to shift my put legs higher, because as I told you, we have crossed above 34,700, which has acted as a very good resistance for the market. So since we have broken that, so I am little more bullish on the market. Right now, SGX Nifty is suggesting a gap up of close to around 150 points. In case if we end up opening higher, I would be moving in closer from 34,000 to 34,500. So that is the idea what we have today. And the thing is, in case if we end up with some good profit with this 35,000 short straddle, maybe let's say around 50-60,000. So it would also be a good idea to square this off and maybe take a trade with slightly bullish bias. So this is the idea what we have for tomorrow's trade. So I will be giving you an update tomorrow as to what we did with the trades and how exactly the trade went. Since we hold some future positions as well, it would be good if the market ends up going up, because we would get some profits from there as well. And even the equity holdings which we have, even there we would be making a profit. So the thing is, when I actually come to the holdings, you can see that this P&L during a point of time had gone to close to around 30 lakh. So from that means from bottom we have come up almost around 18 lakh this quarter alone. So on top of that, there is almost close to 15 lakh from options. So in the first 7 days, we have made close to around 30 lakh, including the equity gain. So the quarter has started on a positive note. And the thing is, historically also, July always has been positive. So if the same thing continues, then it would be a fairly good quarter, as well as it would be a fairly good quarter and a month for us. So with this, we also come to the end of this video. And if you have liked the video, do not forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining.